I owned a pet supply in town for a long time. We adopted about 300 cats out of there, and they were in cages though. So when we decided to close that business down, I still wanted to do something that would be beneficial to the community, particularly in animal welfare, of course. So we looked into doing a cat cafe, and this completely morphed from a fun little business where cats could get adopted to becoming a complete nonprofit rescue, housing cats communally until they find their forever home. I just think they're one of the animals that are completely misunderstood. So my mission is just to try to help those that are underserved, because there are a lot of suffering animals, and it's very important as humans and caretakers of the earth to do our part. Ow. Don't do that.
First of all, Misty's great. She's not really a boss, but technically so. But she's great. I'm still learning everybody's names, but these two always give me trouble. They're very, they get into shenanigans. So I don't know. I got some special bond with these two, I think. I have a bunch of that are in quarantine right now. There's some beautiful calicos out there that are waiting to be adopted.
How many cats do you have at home?
I have 2, and they're both rescues.
You're allergic.
Yeah. Yeah, we found that out first day I volunteered here. So apparently you can have cats at home but still be allergic to cat dust. So apparently I'm allergic to cat dust, but I have 2 cats at home, Boots and Princess Skittles. So they're both rescues. They're getting up there. But
my most important message in general is just spaying and neutering animals. I guess one thing I can say is this is something we can't do without community support. I always say that. I do thank our community a lot. You know, we have a lot of gratitude for our volunteers, our fosters, our visitors, our donators. Being a nonprofit, particularly without community support, we wouldn't be here. So the events are super important. Visits are very important. I think personally, I believe that the overpopulation problem with cats is a community problem, which means it takes the community to solve it. So I don't know that that's Café specific, but that's why we're here, you know. We like to keep around 40 cats. We are sitting on over 70. And then I think there's at least 50 in foster. So we're responsible for at least 150 plus cats, pretty much year round, honestly. We are governed by the Department of Agriculture, but they basically said if we come in to do our inspection and things look, in disarray, then we'll have a conversation, give you time to fix those problems. We've never had that problem. They feel we're doing a good job how we are handling things.
There's something about having a cat when you get home, somebody that's waiting for you, and somebody that also has its own personality, so you don't feel like it's your shadow. You feel like it's like a friend, somebody you can pet. And they're also going to make your life more interesting. So if you ever feel like, maybe your life is too boring or you don't like staying home, I know like for when it gets wintertime, I want to go out, get a kitten. All of a sudden your house is suddenly so much more interesting.
So fostering is actually one of our favorite programs here. We provide everything. So we provide food, litter boxes, food, all the bedding, of course. We monitor the cats. So fostering is quite simple. I really believe everybody can foster if you have even just a small room. We can provide a playpen. So actually the fostering program is quite simple and pretty streamlined. And as far as adoption, we do a lot of screening. That's really important. We put a lot of work and effort into these cats. So we do call landlords, we call references. Adopting a cat can be a 15-year commitment. So we want to make really sure that people are committed and understand what that entails. But we also provide post-adoption support, which not a lot of facilities do. We've paid for medical for cats post-adoption. I'm never going to let a cat suffer. We provide advice. We actually provide advice to everybody in the community, even about cats that didn't come from our facility. So we try to make it easy, but we also have to be kind of strict about making sure that the cats end up in the right place. We definitely go through 8 tons of litter minimum. That's what's donated from World's Best. And then we actually have to still supplement even on top of that. Food-wise, I would say, at least 50 pounds of food a week, if not more. That's not taking into account any food going out to foster. So lots of expenses. There is a multitude of things that people can do. Simplest of all would be just sharing our posts and getting awareness out there. The more people we reach, the more cats we can find homes for. I always say advocate, educate, donate, volunteer, visit, attend events. Those are pretty much the key components of keeping this entire rescue and facility going. This is Alice. Alice came to us from a local small town as a 4-week-old kitten. We took her and her brother in. Unfortunately, after she was with us a while, she came down with what's called feline infectious peritonitis, which is genetic. It is not contagious, but it did entail going through 84 days of treatment. She's fully cured. She's about 6 months old now, and she was at our house literally until yesterday. And she makes biscuits. She's a lover. I will say she's a mischievous, but that's what most kittens are. So curiosity, like always, but I mean, look at this. She just wants love, love, love. So she would make a good cat for an active home, even with children, because she's busy. But she's also a lover. So I think she would be really happy just to curl up and cuddle, honestly, with anybody. She's sweet as pie. Where are you going? There she goes. We always have some special kitties. So we have a spicy girl named Miss Tuna in the back, who's kind of been living in a cage for a couple months. We've tried multiple times to integrate her correctly. It has not been successful, and I did not want a single cat to live in a cage, so that's something we have to work on. We have another kitty named Patches, who has to be on a prescription food. She's super cute, but she hates other cats, so she kind of needs to be an only cat. And then we have a disabled kitty that can't walk, that has cerebellar hypoplasia. This is actually one of my fosters. This is Alice. She's been with us since she was 4 weeks old at our house. I just brought her back yesterday. So there's always a few special needs here and there, needing very specific placement. We do a lot of events. We do everything from lots of different types of crafts. So we do painting with cats. We've done Christmas crafts, all types of things like that. We do drag queen bingo. We used to do family bingo. We haven't done that in a little while. I'd like to get back into that. We do low cost spay neuter clinics, obviously. Nail trimming once a month, so people can bring their cats in and we'll trim the nails for $10. Yoga with cats. We have tarot readings with cats tomorrow. Why do I do what I do? Because I'm crazy? No, I actually feel this is a calling. I was an only child, so animals have always played a really important role in my life. It's all I had when I was younger. I grew up in the country, so that was what kept me occupied. And I think I have just a real affinity to, one, underdogs. I always have. I've always rooted for the underdog. So we're under cats this time. Yeah. So rooting for under cats. And I think you have to be the voice of the voiceless. I mean, somebody has to. I am a firm believer that all living beings deserve respect. And so I do what I do because I'm hoping to change the mindset that cats are. You know, people think of them as nuisance animals. They're sentient beings that deserve our love, and they add so much pleasure to our lives.